Okay, now that we've got WordPress installed, I'm going to walk you through some of the general settings that you want to use in WordPress. And this stuff is pretty basic, but a lot of people get it wrong, so you want to pay attention anyway. So to log into your WordPress installation, you're going to navigate in your browser to your domain, and then where you installed WordPress, and then wp/login.php. It'll ask you to enter your username and password, and then it will log you in. And by default, you're going to get the WordPress dashboard here. And it's going to have a welcome to WordPress message. You can go ahead and just get rid of that guy. Okay, and by default, they're going to give you, they're going to put a post and a page and a comment in there as well. So going down the dashboard list here where we have our items, anything where you see this number, that means that there's an update available. For example, there's an update available for WordPress and there's an update available for a pre-installed plugin. But just going down the items here, a post is basically like a blog post. It's like a moment in time. Or say, for example, if I were writing a post about a particular video camera, I would do a post, and then over time that post would become obsolete. That's the idea of post. This is kind of a moment in time where you're posting something. Okay, media is where obviously you're going to store things like photos or videos if you want to. Pages are basically permanent posts. For example, if you're going to have a contact page, then you would put that on a page that's designed to be evergreen. You're going to put it there and it's going to stay forever and be relevant forever. Then we have the comments section. Now what I recommend you do, because WordPress will give a post and a comment and a page with the install, I recommend you go into your posts, and they've got their default post that they're going to put in your blog, and just go ahead and trash it, and then it's gone. Same thing with pages. They're going to give you a default page. Go ahead and trash it. And if we go to comments, there'll be usually a default comment, but in this case they didn't put one in there. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Under appearance here, this is where our themes are. Remember I talked about themes in basically the opening video. This is the pretty dress that makes our WordPress site look a certain way. And this is where we'll work with themes, and I'll talk more about this in upcoming videos. We've got our plugins. Remember I talked about plugins too. These allow us to take this generic WordPress database and do all sorts of cool stuff. Now by default, they're going to install two plugins for you. One is called Askamet, and it's designed to stop blog spam, okay, where people are putting spammy links on your posts. You can go ahead and use it if you want. It's certainly not foolproof. Spam is a big problem with WordPress sites, so you do need to be careful with it. I'm going to show you some things that you can do in the upcoming videos. You can keep this one here. This guy, Hello Dolly, is just a junk plugin. You don't need it. Go ahead and delete it. Next we've got users, we've got tools, and then settings. And in this video I'm going to talk about the general settings. So we're going to go into general here. And it's going to have your site title, and this is kind of important if you're going after search engines, because your site title here is going to be basically the main phrase that your WordPress site will be indexed on. Now for the tagline, in most instances you just want to go ahead and get rid of this guy. Okay, we have our WordPress address and site address. You don't need to change these, just leave them as is. This is basically where your WordPress site is. You've got your administrator email address, membership, whether or not anyone can register. It's best just to leave the defaults here. You will want to change the time zone so it has the proper time. I know this is coming off your screen here, but basically for me, I would go, as I scroll down here, and I would pick my time zone, which is New York. And then we have our date format and time formats, and when the week starts, and you can leave all those things as is. Once you're done, make sure you click Save Changes, and boom, everything is done. So those are the basic general settings that you want to set up. And in the upcoming videos, I'm going to go through these other guys down here next.